Hello, it's Jimmy here at O'Reilly's, looking at a Mercedes E-Class here. Okay, I'm inside the car. We have 80,000 miles, engine management lights on, and it's got a bit of a story behind it where it keeps going in for a forced regen, and within 100 or 200 miles it's back. Okay, I'm using the launch Euro tab 3, it's just loading up. We're going to do a scan on the vehicle. Just wait for that to get in. There we go. Okay, we're in. We can see there is a big list of modules to search on this. So I'm just going to look for the engine. There it is. It's going to be a lot quicker than going through that whole system. Fault code. Right, we have a P2463 particle filter blocked, basically, so content is high, and a P2453 input for the differential pressure sensor has a malfunction. Let that screen focus back up. So very common. It very likely needs just a differential pressure sensor, to be honest, but we're going to check the pipes as well before we go out there. Actually, let's check the data stream. Change that over to HPA, 30 HPA at idle. So let's go out and see what's going on. Okay, sir, the fill level, it says, is calculated at 308%. Get the bonnet open. We're going to be looking at this engine here, so just get that screw there opened up if we can. No. Okay, that's out. Get the engine cover off. Okay, we're going to need to get this airbox off, so twist that, pull this off, pull this upwards, we'll get that out, get a 7mm on this. Grab these tabs, pull them out. And we can get these bolts here removed. They are E10s.
I'll go one with me anyway.
We've got the 4 of those bolts out. We just fold the ECU back over there. Now we've already got this pipe off here, so we just lift it up, just tuck that to the side and pull it forward. Okay, now just in here holding a bracket on, we have 3 bolts, again E10s. Get these open, 1, 2 and 3. Now we can pull that forward and we can see the sensor down there, and again it's got another little bolt there holding it. We're just going to get that open. Just use a pair of these pliers here, get those clips open. So I've got a MIDI vac hooked up to the sensor, and I'm going to read the live data while I'm increasing the pressure on here. So we got 240. I'm going to increase it to 500, see if that matches. Yeah. So it looks like the sensor's working, but obviously these do have circuit issues sometimes intermittently, and we're going to change that sensor anyway, but now we're going to get a reading from the hoses down here. Engine running. Manometer reads 45 millibars. Got that pipe connected to the DPF hose. I'm going to squeeze the fluid in. Doing this with the engine running. Okay, so it looks like we're all about finished. Let that run for a minute, let that pipe clear out. Okay, so that's the compressor there I'm using. I do get asked a lot. The pressure I use is 120 psi, or basically around about 9 bar. The maximum setting basically that allows. 131 psi. That is the fluid that I'm using from Launch UK. That's attached to the gun. Again, that's from the same company. That's a Milwaukee compressor, and of course it's just running out to the vehicle there. Right, we have a new sensor here. I'm gonna get that fitted onto the car. So that's out with the old and in with the new. Make sure it's all clipped in properly there. Okay, now I've got all of that back together. You can see there, I left a couple of little patches at the rear of the car there. Okay, I'm back inside the car. We're going to go to special functions, teach-in process. We're going to do a teach-in process of the hot drift compensation, this one. Okay, that's done. I'm going to clear the fault codes, and we'll go back to data stream again. Check, where is it gone? Diesel particulate filter. I'll have a look at all that same stuff again. We're going to start the engine now, run it again for a while. Where are we? Let's go back actually. Fill level of soot content. That's the wrong one. Differential pressure. Okay, that is now down to 10 millibars. I'm going to hold the revs up at full revs, which is 3000 RPM, and just see the pressure dropping down. Once we've got that pressure down, we can reset the DPF then. Okay, now 50 millibars is right about where we want to be. 40, 50. Let that idle back down. I'm going to come back out of here. So you see that soot level? That's a calculation. Now, most of the time that doesn't come back down on its own. We have to reset that. And the fault codes that we cleared, of course, that'll stay there until we now go into special functions, go to the teach-in process. So I'm going to turn the engine off, ignition on, and we need to now reset the DPF. This one. Ignition on, engine off. Okay, so that's done now successfully. Press OK. Now if we come back to data stream, that should be, that calculation of the fill level should be reset to 0. Yep. Now this time, if we go back and clear the fault code, it will stay cleared. So now we can start the engine, and the engine management light should be gone. So I'm just going to cycle the key on and off first. Alright. Okay, now I'm going to take the car on a test drive just to confirm everything's okay, and then after the test drive we'll do a fault code scan again. Okay, we're back from the drive. Get the tool out, write the codes. We have no codes, okay. Go to data stream, check diesel particle filter. Let's just select all of them. So we can see the ash hasn't increased, pressure hasn't increased, fill level hasn't increased. Everything's all good. Sorry, the screen is off focus there. I'll just go through that again with you. You can see everything's in good order now. Nothing's increased after the test drive. Now before I go, I'll just run a smart scan. It'll run through everything. It might take some time. There's a fair lot of modules there to run through. So I noticed I got the mileage wrong down there. There's 60,000 miles on it. So that's it. That Mercedes haul finished. I'll see you in the next video.